It's delicious.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I've created like a soft glam look using only drugstore makeup. I know how crazy makeup can actually look good with using cheap shit. So to start off with, I'm using my Stylist, the original primer, and just putting that all over my face, so heating up my skin. I know I've got no acrylics on and my fucking fingers look like crayon skis. Yuck. For our brows, we're going to go in with our Chi Chi brow pomade. You can usually get this at like Target. That's where I got mine from. And I'm pretty sure it's in the shade dark brown. So first, basically just fill out an outline of your brow as to where, like, how thick you want your brow to be, and then just go and fill it in. I also use the tip of the brush to create like fake hair-like strokes at the front of the brow for a, I don't know, more dramatic kind of look, even though this is meant to be soft glam, but it really doesn't matter. When I was doing my brow, it got so thick and it looks like so gross, yuck. So I just tried combing through it and trying to fix it a little bit so it doesn't look so fucking crazy. Next, I'll be taking the Fit Me Maybelline concealer in the shade Light 10, I think it's called, and just carving out the bottom half of my brow. The whole brow. When you're carving out the brow, you just want to make sure you get a really nice precise line under the brow so it looks really nice and snatched and amazing. And then bring the brush down over the top of the concealer, just like I did then. I'm not sure if you can really see that. So it kind of already starts blending before it dries and gets stuck there. Then just going on top of the brow. Amazing, fantastic. Next, just take a sponge or like a beauty blender. This is one from Real Techniques. I think it's like way better than the beauty blender, even though I've never actually tried the beauty blender. I'm just assuming it is because it's that freaking good. And blend out the concealer. I'm just using the same concealer to use as an eyelid primer for my eyeshadow. So I'm just going to blend that out as much as I can. Then straight away, using my BOAS translucent setting powder in the shade Light, I'm just going to go over the top of that and set it down in place. So for my first eyeshadow, I'm taking the caramel shade from the Sports Girl Bronze palette and just placing it through my crease as my transition shade. Just make sure you keep blending this in and out from the inner corner to the outer corner, and then keep smoking it up to the brow bone area, but not so it hits your brow, because we need some space up there for highlight later on. Then I'm going in with this orange shade, and I'm just placing it in the crease again, but not blending this one up too high. So right now I'm just creating layers, so it looks really nice and smoky. Next I'm taking Latte, which is like a really kind of cool tone brown. I put this cool tone brown in there so it can like calm down the orange a bit, because it looks a bit not how I wanted it to look. And then with this shade, only place this mainly just in the crease area. Now I'm using a different concealer from Maybelline. It's the Master Pro I don't even know what it's called, hey. But I'll put it in the description bar below. And I'm just using this to carve out my crease. Make sure you do this part really slowly and carefully, because a concealer can literally just go anywhere and then you kind of like screw up your whole fucking look, and that would have been a problem. Once you've finished coating the eyelid with concealer, you're just going to use your finger to blend it out a bit so it already starts drying. And then over the top of that, we're going to place our crazy ass shimmer. These pigments, like not pigments, but eyeshadows are actually insane. Like, I'm shook. Sports girl, you've shook me. Don't. So I didn't really like how this shimmer turned out, so I just placed a bit of L setting spray over the top of it, of my, like, where the concealer was, and then put the shimmery gold eyeshadow down again so it was really more intense. That's how I like it. I want to be shining from outer freaking space. This part is so satisfying. I love cleaning up like all the fallout from the eyeshadow. I just take a cotton round and some micellar water and then just carefully go along the edge of my eyeshadow. Now I'm using the Maybelline Master Precise eyeliner. I wouldn't actually recommend buying this, to be honest. There are blacker eyeliners out there that are like drugstore, but this is all I had at the moment. So I'm just basically, I don't really know how to explain eyeliner. You'll just have to watch. But just start off with a small line, then gradually make the line thicker, depending on like how you want your look to look. Oh my god, I'm so excited to use this freaking mascara. I bought it like a few days ago. It's the Maybelline Big Shot Mascara. And yeah, it's literally like that freaking good. It was like $10 because Priceline had a freaking sale. I'm like, yay. So yeah, I just coated my lashes with that. And now I'm just going in to deepen up the crease and make it more defined with the same cool tone brown shade I was using before. I think it's called Latte. Just to make it look fantastic, you know? And then I'm taking these Dodo Lashes. I'll leave the name of them down below because I forgot they were called. Now taking my freaking Maybelline. Literally, this video is just Maybelline products. I'm sorry, but they were literally all on sale, 50% off, and I was like, oh my god, 50% off, no way. I'll just buy like one thing. And I left the store spending fucking $80. 80. That's a problem. So yeah, I'm just using my Fit Me Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation. This is like pretty full coverage for a drugstore foundation and the price. Like, I'm impressed. Just applying that all over my face in like bouncing or pouncing, however the hell you want to call it, motions. Just get up along the forehead. Make sure you don't put foundation in your brow because that is not a good look. I'm just taking the Master Conceal again by Maybelline, of course, and putting that all under my eyes to brighten it up, make you look like you've slept for 300 years. Bro, I wish I could sleep for 300 years. That would be amazing. And just be really careful of the eyeshadow you've just created, I guess you could say. Not that you create eyeshadow, but you know what I mean. Now I'm taking my BYS translucent setting powder in the shade Light to bake my concealer, you know, so it doesn't crease because you don't want to look ratchet as hell because that's nasty. Creasing literally makes you look like you're 83 years old. So whatever you do, you need to bake. Now I'm just pressing it into my skin and then wiping it away carefully without like full on dragging it into my skin and swiping it off, because then you'll like take away all your foundation, hard work. Now using my Australia's Fresh and Flawless powder just to set my whole fucking huge base. For contour today, I literally bought this today for the video, so be thankful because it was $18 out of my money, and that's a lot because I'm trying to save for schoolies. Okay, that's another story. Anyway, I'm using the first or the coolest shade in the palette just to contour out my cheekbones and my jawline a little bit. And now I'm using a smaller little, it's actually an eyeshadow brush, just to kind of contour and define my nose a little bit. I don't really know how to contour noses. I've already said this before. I just do it for fun. It was a little bit strong because it's kind of shit, but it's not that shit. So I used my little brush from the Hoola bronzer thingo to blend it out. Now I'm bronzing. So basically you just want to apply this stuff all over your face to look like a freaking orange pumpkin. Even though it's not Halloween yet, but we're just getting ready. Oh my god, this is literally my favorite banana powder ever. I've only ever tried like 3 or 4, but this is my favorite one. And it's only like $15, I think, which is still kind of expensive, but you know, that's what happens when you live in Australia. You have to pay a lot for shit that shouldn't be that much. So basically I'm just using this banana powder to bake, I guess, my contour to make it look really nice and sharp. Put it under your eyes where the concealer went. And now I'm just blending it all out so it looks really natural, even though it's fake as hell. This is like a really cheap blush. It's $3.50, I think, or $2.99. I don't know. Like, look at that. That is really good for $3. That's literally the price of a fucking chicken and cheese. What a bargain. Now I'm just spraying my face with a really shitty ass smelling e.l.f. setting spray. So instead of using Fix Plus, I'm using this. So my pigment for my highlighter can be really nice and intense. I'm using the Mary Luminizer by the Balm for this. It's a really good highlighter. Get it at Target. Yes, look at that glow, honey. I literally put like 10 layers on. I'm not joking. I just didn't show you guys how many layers I put on. And I'm just putting this in the inner corner as well to brighten up the inner parts of my eye to make it all stand out. And now for the underneath eyeshadow. Underneath eyeshadow, is that even what you call it? Probably not. Doesn't really matter. Just place these kind of cool tone browns underneath the lower lash line area. And another Sports Girl product. This is called Mudslide, I think. I'm not really a big fan of the colour, but I don't really have any other drugstore lipstick, so this is all I had. It's really nice and creamy, and I really like how it gives like a glossy sort of effect. So that's the only thing I really like about it. Besides, the colour kind of looks like Velvet Teddy in a way, but more like richier and red. Let's get this gross freaking ass smelling setting spray back on my face. I'm not even joking at how my breath while I do this because it smelled that bad. I wanted to vomit. See you bye. So make sure it really stays all day, even though I'm literally going to take this off after I finish filming. So this is the final result of how the drugstore makeup tutorial turned out. I really am pretty happy with what I've done. So if you guys liked it as well, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like posting in the near future.
It's delicious.